Hi everyone, this is Dawn for Finding My Light, and I don't know how exactly I want to do this video. I think I'm just going to come on here, explain how my channel is going to be, and I know I come on here and talk about this stuff all the time. It's like, is she ever going to put anything in action? Yes, that's what this video is for. I am finally ready to be 100% vulnerable, which is very hard for me. And that's why sometimes I hem and haw and you don't see videos like I say I'm going to do, because I get very vulnerable and scared and I want to hide. I'm not going to lie to you. We're walking through something very, 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 very hard right now. So, and it's scary, but I am tired of when I go through these situations that I go through them fearful instead of going head on and saying, okay, this is what's life thrown at me. I don't like the way I'm reacting. I'm gonna cry, to a really dark place last week. And I mean dark, where I was questioning what was the purpose of being alive. Let's just put it that way. That's how dark it got. And I had to reel myself back in and realize that this is not helping the situation. Me being all scared and upset and just Debbie Downer and negative, and it's not helping the situation. And it's certainly not helping poor Jason, who's walking through it too. And then he's got to deal with me too. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that helps lift people up. And I got thinking, why is it this is what happens all the time? I'm a believer I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person, but I think it's a different way of believing. Everybody, I think all religions, we have to understand that every religion thinks their religion is the right one. And it's the right one if it feels good to you. But we all have something in common, that there's something more after life. There's something that's a little bit more, and I believe differently. But I believe in the Bible, but not in the way the Christians believe in it. It's a really weird and hard. I don't want to say weird because that's not weird. It's just because the Bible's interpreted 100,000 different ways by different denominations. But anyway, I have living. I've had proof that what you think and you put out there will come back to you, karma, more or less. And I believe that in some ways, because I have untreated trauma in my life, I have had the thinking of woe is me, everything always happens to me, and I'm not saying that I get jealous of it. Why is it everybody else seems like everybody I look around, oh, they just get to walk through life and they have little problems, but they don't ever have to fear about where the paycheck's gonna come from, where's their, the grocery money gonna come from, where is the bills gonna get paid, and I get so tired. It's like I'm tired, guys. I've been fighting this since I was a little girl. I grew up poor, and there has never been stability and security in my life. But I also had developed that thinking of everything always happens to me. And the way I believe is because I am creating that. I am this mindset of, well, deep down, because it's subconscious, because I have gone through it so much, that it is a pure habit of thinking, well, things will go good for a while and then it'll go bad, and I'm waiting for that bad. Well, of course I am, because the universe is answering what I want. It doesn't know what good or bad is. It just knows your thoughts, okay? In my opinion, and I have proven this to myself, that if you always get what you've I keep doing the same thing of what the definition of insanity is. If you always do what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always gotten. And I have proved this, because when I really am truly fighting and trying to heal, I can change what is going on, things that are going on. But when I get into a really scary position, I go back to that insanity, to that same reaction. And then it's like I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop every single day of my life. And I'm tired of it. I guess that's a long way of getting there, to say I'm tired of trusting the universe. If you're going to believe, whether you believe in whatever God you want to believe in, or you believe however you want to believe, you have to trust even through the hard times. And that's where I struggle. I have a hard time believing that when I'm going through something really bad, it's like, this is not going to work out. And I go back to that old habit of thinking. And of course, you're going to get it, because that's what you've always done. You're going to get what you've always gotten because you're doing what you've always done. So it is time to change. It is, and this channel is not going to be for a while, probably lollipops and butterflies, and there'll be some good things. But I think it's time for me to talk about my past. Because I have found when I come on here and I vent and I talk, because I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have money for therapy. I don't have money for all that. So this is my therapy. And I don't know how else to say this. I know some people say, well, so all you're going to do is to be down and down and talk. Maybe for a while. But you have a choice. And, I know that I have some people that are going to stay here. And there's probably some that don't watch because they're tired of seeing the same old thing. Because it's insanity. But it is what it is. And I am not going to change my channel anymore. I am not going to change me to please them. I'm changing me for me. Because when you change yourself, and when I become my real authentic, who I'm meant to be, everybody in my circle is going to have the positive effects. And that is my goal. And that means I have to face some things that I have been not wanting to face. And because I don't want to put certain people in a certain light, it's like, because I'm kind of like covering for that. I don't want to say covering. But for instance, it's really hard for me to talk about my mom because I love her very much and I miss her very much. But I also have PTSD. And, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't like it when people self diagnose. I have no doubt that I probably do. But let's just say my reaction to her is very intense. And I don't react. It's just, I just, there's a lot of guilt that I have. There's a lot of anger that I have that I don't want to have to face because it makes her look. I don't want people to think ill will of her, but the point is, I have some pain that I need to face and some reality that I need to face of my past. And I'm going to start talking about it. I don't know what I'm going to name it. It's going to be a series, and I'm going to talk about whatever my heart, I'm going to talk about a certain situation as I'm growing up. So it'll be some storytelling, if you want to call it storytelling, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, of explaining maybe this is why I am the way I am and how habits are hard to break. But I've got to do something. I'm 53 years old, almost 54 next month. I'll be 54 next month. And this is ridiculous that I am where I am right now at this age. I should be so much further in life than I am. But I am my own worst enemy. I'm the one that's caused this because I have never been my true authentic self. And I want to be real and raw and heal this, and I want to come out strong, and I want to heal, and I want by next year this time I want some really positive life updates, and I want you to go along with me. I want you to see the changes in me. And you can't do that if I'm not being real with you. If I cover up, say, yeah, I'm walking through something, but it's okay, I'll get through it. I'm not going to get through it if I don't face it. And man, I feel nice, and I can hear them outside. So, uh, bad thing about living in the country, everything comes visits your house. Anyway, it's time for me to talk about my past. It's time for me because I'm living in my past and I can't do that. I can't look forward and move forward if I'm constantly looking in the past. But my past has had such a significant impact on me that even my thinking is in the past. And it's because I have done nothing with my life, and that's the honest truth. I have done nothing. I'm one that does not like to go out my comfort zone. It's uncomfortable for me. It's time to not knock it off. It's time. And I just had this epiphany yesterday because we were walking through something really rough. And I finally got to a place in my life now where, I mean, literally, just this week, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I broke. I don't know what happened. But now we're walking through something. Everybody walks through things. And then I'll say, well, yeah, but it's all I'm doing is walking through the same thing, just different time, different situation. Yeah, because you're the definition of insanity. You're doing exactly what you've always done, and you're reacting exactly the way you always react. Now we're walking through something that's really, really tough, but there's something in me tells me it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because no matter what scenario I give myself, it's going to be okay. All right? So, what's the worst case scenario? You're sleeping in your van or in your truck. That's a scary one, but still be sheltered. I mean, that's the worst I can get. So, okay, that's the worst we can get. Let's make things better. I believe that things will work out, and we'll figure it out. Um, me being a Debbie Downer and always being down is not certainly not helping the situation. Certainly not helping, my relationship with Jason. I'm going to be honest. And who wants to be around a person that's constantly just he knows what we're walking through. He's walking through it too, and he's dealing with things too, and he having to have to hear me with my Debbie Downer negative shit is not helping the situation. And it's not making me feel good about myself. So don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. So I'm working my butt off trying to figure out how to bring some money into the house on traditionally because our internet sucks. Only one of us, he's got the better qualifications for a better higher paying job than me, even though I have a degree, but the degree I have, I don't know. I could never go back. Right now, I couldn't even do it anyway. Um, and I'm not making excuses, it's just reality. So I am trying to come up with different ways to make money, help bring money into the house. It's a goal of mine. I need to be financially dependent on myself. I don't like being dependent on just one person's money. You know what I'm saying? I've always been an independent person, but I put myself in a position where I can't physically can't go outside the home and work. And that's just reality. That's just where I am right now. Okay, so if you can't do that, and we both of us can't have an online job where we're constantly using the Wi-Fi. Sorry, what can you do? So I'm trying to do different things. And no, coming on here and being on YouTube is not going to earn me money right now. But I can build a channel if I would just be authentic and just be real and um and I'm just gonna do it because I'm gonna build my community. I'm tired of living in that woe is me, no one's watching. Da, da. Yeah, you do. You have at least two people I know for sure that are watching, and that's the people I want to build because they come back consistently, no matter what shit I throw at them or crap. I don't want to start swearing a lot. I'm sorry about that, but I am getting passionate. And I got stuck in the whole woe is me, nobody likes me, see I can't have no. No, come on here, be real, and the right people will come along. It may take a year, may take two, it may never happen. But as long as I've got two people, one person watching, I'm gonna keep going because somebody is interested, and that means a lot to me. And I mean that from 100% deep down. And sure, I would like to have more, but you can't get yourself out there if you're not being consistent because the algorithm is not going to get you out there if they can't figure you out. All right, one week she posts a lot, next week she barely posts. There's got to be some kind of consistency, and for me, it's time for me to come on here and start talking about what I've went through because I need to heal my past because I'm tired of living in my past. I'm tired of going back to bad old habits. I'm sick of it all. So starting this week this coming week, it's the weekend now, I'm going to be more consistent. I don't know what day it's going to be, but there is going to be where I'm going to come on here and I'm going to talk about a certain situation I went through in my life because I need to heal it. And the only way that I can do it is I need to talk about it. It does, I don't know what it does, but it's therapy for me. It allows me to vent it allows me to get it out, and I have to deal with it because I can't keep pushing it down because there's nobody to listen to me. Well, even if this ends up being just a diary to myself, I'm putting words behind it. I'm not just thinking about it. And plus, I want it to be like other people. I used to think that I was the only one that went through, not because I'm self-centered, thinking I'm the only one who goes through these things. It's because I honestly thought that it was only me. I just didn't realize that no, there's other people that walk through this too. It's not just you unfortunately being chosen to be the one that goes through crap. I don't know how to put that other than I want you to know that if you're going through what I'm going through, it's normal to have thoughts that are not what you consider. I don't even know how to put this. We always think we're always the only one that walks through things, and we're not. And it helps to connect with other people who are going through things. It might not be the type situation, but just walking through hard things, know that you're not the only one that walks through hard things, and you don't have to do it alone. And I have tried to heal this by just healing it by myself in my room, looking up research and learning how try to change my thinking. I can do this all online. I can do this, how to put this, by sharing and by venting and saying this is my story. Because that's how you make connections with people. We're humans. We make connections through experiences, and that's what I want to do. I don't have money for therapy, so this is my therapy. And by golly, I'm ready to change. And that means facing some tough times. And yes, I'm going to cry. And yes, my videos are probably not going to always be positive. I'm going to try to always put a positive twist at the end. But we have to understand, to be able to heal, I have to deal with it. I have to face it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start doing a series of, I don't know what it's going to be. I would like to name it, give it a name, because then it becomes consistent. Like every week, it's time for, I don't know what it'll be. But anyway, I hope this made sense. I'm not even sure. Did 15 minutes of me just jibber jabbering, but I'm gonna just come on and do what I want on my channel. And I don't keep saying that, but then I keep getting this fear. Or when I'm walking through something tough too, I tend to want to close down. I don't want to. I don't want to do anything, and that's got to change. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening to me. I hope for I know that at least a couple people. Thank you for being here, and I hope that if you're watching this and you haven't watched me before, understand that this is a healing video channel. This is a not just to lose the weight, but to heal my past. Because my future, I'm 53. I'm facing my last half, part of my life. No, more than half of my life. I'm facing the last part of my life. I would like it for it to be happy, authentic, my way. And I can't get it there if I'm always looking back. So let's do this. Let's do this. And I know that it's not going to be all happy and all that stuff, but I'm ready to face it, to deal with it, and close that chapter of my life. And then we'll deal with the next issue, and then the next issue. So anyway, guys, all right. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.